And this is why you voyeurs are never going to get me to cooperate with local law enforcement in Texas. I've been to Houston, I've been to Pasadena, I've been to Fort Worth, I've been to Austin, I've been to Dallas now. Not one time has any police officer acted in anything close to a professional manner in referring to or regarding me. Even in the elevator, the closest I came was one officer that was in IAD. And you allowed for the murder of 16 members of the military in order to make an example out of that. What happened on that assembly line, on that production line, is the same thing that happened to me. It was the second incident where I was physically assaulted by an African American man I met at a homeless shelter, a homeless day service provider. He followed me out. He walked down the street. He stalked me. He harassed me verbally. The first time he came up behind me on a bike when I got out of the way, he got off the bike and he slapped me across the face and threatened me. The second time he chased me down the street, jumped on my back, and grabbed my breast and started squeezing them until I got him off my back. The third time he did that, I turned back and I returned to the homeless shelter. I told him to call the police. He followed me back in. The police showed up. They didn't take a police report. But I was on my way somewhere else and they transported me in a paddy wagon to the place I was already on my way to before this man started harassing me because they said I needed homeless services. I wasn't going to that place for homeless services. I was going for something else. But they put me in the back of the fucking paddy wagon without taking a police report on what had happened and took me to the place, and it just so happened the homeless services weren't open that day. All three times there were concurrent legislative processes ongoing in the nation of Nigeria specific to their federal budget process. They stalled the vote on approving their own budget. Why? What was going on? Recently, there was an announcement of aviation, I believe, related matters connected to the Isle of Guernsey. What the fuck would that have to do with a bunch of dirty cops putting an Irish girl in the back of a fucking paddy wagon after some black man honked? I am never going to cooperate with your local kickback scheme. It is totally fucking racist, and every fucking cop you've exposed me to in Texas has been the most grotesque caricaturization of whatever the fuck they thought they were getting into when they put that uniform on. You guys set up and aided and abetted a terrorist attack. You've done it repeatedly. This is not the kind of shit you give a local kickback to police over. Every single fucking person that had access to that fucking email I sent that was an attempt to report this needs to be fired, and they need to be prosecuted along with the people at the MSRB and the people at the actual SEC.